It doesn't even sound real. Hello everybody, my name is Holly, and in today's class, we're going to be talking about idioms, or in Spanish, modismos. An idiom is a group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words. The definition of modismo in Spanish: un conjunto de palabras con una estructura fija, cuyo significado no se puede deducir del significado de las palabras que lo forman. AKA, if you take it literally, it doesn't actually mean what it ends up meaning. And the cool thing about this is that every language in the world has its idioms, and as you can imagine, it gets pretty interesting when we try to translate them from one language to the next. Now, I only know English and Spanish, and I've actually created another class on English idioms for Spanish speakers. If you guys want to check that out on my other channel, it can serve as an advanced Spanish course for those of you who are ready for that. But in today's class, I'm going to be taking 20 modismos and translating them literally for you guys, just to see if you can guess what they mean before I actually explain them to you. Así que bienvenidos y comenzamos. Modismo número uno. To make yourself balls. In Spanish, hacerse bolas. This refers to getting mixed up or confused about something. You could ask, ¿Cómo te va con tu tarea de matemáticas? How's your math homework coming? Ya me hice bolas. I made myself balls. I'm confused. I already got mixed up. I don't get it. Hacerse bolas. Or the way you would use it normally, ya me hice bolas. Modismo número dos. Eaten bread. In Spanish, pan comido. You guys may guess this one because it's very similar to an idiom that we have in English. That idiom would be a piece of cake. Yes, we are talking about something very easy, very simple, something you don't even have to think about. It's a cinch. Pan comido. ¿Qué tal el examen? How was the test? Pan comido. It's a piece of cake. Pan comido. Modismo número tres. For if the flies, or in case of the flies. In Spanish, por si las moscas. Now there are several variations of this modismo, but we're just gonna stick with this one for now. It basically means just in case. Traje repelente por si las moscas. Okay, that one works literally because you're saying I brought repellent just in case the flies, but it works perfectly there. Vamos a llegar temprano por si las moscas. Let's arrive early just in case. You never know what may happen. Por si las moscas. Modismo número cuatro. The comb came out. Yes, the comb. In Spanish, salió el peine. This means, oh, now I get it. So the truth comes out. The real reason has been revealed. Salió el peine. Mamá, qué hermosa eres. ¿Puedo ir a la fiesta esta noche? Mom, you're so beautiful. Can I go to the party tonight? Ya salió el peine. Ah, I see what's going on here. The real reason you're acting so sweet has been revealed. Make sure to include that I in the word peine. Just trust me. Ya salió el peine. Modismo número cinco. It smells like a locked up cat. In Spanish, huele a gato encerrado. This means something is not panning out here, something is not right. Our English equivalent, I would say, would be something smells fishy. Kind of related, right? Cats like tuna, maybe? Okay. Con que los dos faltaron a clases el mismo día. Both of you missed classes on the same day, huh? Aquí huele a gato encerrado. Something is off here. Something is going on here. Something smells fishy. Huele a gato encerrado. Hey guys, so quick edit here. So glad I caught this before I upload the video. So it's true, aquí huele a gato encerrado is not unheard of, but it's actually a lot more common without the whole smell element. You're much more likely to hear something like, aquí hay gato encerrado, which means there's an enclosed cat here. So it's more of a there is than a it smells like there is. Aquí hay gato encerrado. Modismo número 6. To the eye of a good cubist. In Spanish, a ojo de buen cubero. This means approximately or without exact precision. Échale sal a ojo de buen cubero. Put some salt in using your good judgment. A ojo de buen cubero. Modismo número 7. To fall fat. In Spanish, caer gordo. This means that someone annoys you or bugs you, or you simply don't like them, and it can be something very serious or something kind of playful. Ay, cómo me cae gordo Tomás. Oh, I really don't like Thomas. Déjame en paz, me caes gordo. Leave me alone, I'm so annoyed by you. Caer gordo. Or how you'll often hear it, me caes gordo. Modismo número 8. He's making my life into little squares. In Spanish, me está haciendo la vida de cuadritos. This means that someone's overly complicating your life or making it miserable for no apparent reason. Desde que llegó a vivir conmigo, me está haciendo la vida de cuadritos. Ever since he came to live with me, he's making my life miserable. Me está haciendo la vida de cuadritos. Modismo número 9. Thinking about the immortality of the crab. How creative is this one, right? In Spanish, pensando en la inmortalidad del cangrejo. This basically means that you are spacing out and your mind is just not where it's supposed to be. I've only heard this in a classroom setting. The teacher might call on a student and realize that he's not paying attention at all and say something like, ¿Y tú? ¿Qué haces? ¿Pensando en la inmortalidad del cangrejo o qué? Pensando en la inmortalidad del cangrejo. Quite a mouthful, I know. Modismo número 10. Searching for 3 feet on the cat. In Spanish, buscarle 3 pies al gato. Now, there's a discrepancy here. Some people would say, buscarle la quinta pata al gato, which to me makes a lot more sense because basically this means finding a problem where there really is none. Again, overly complicating your life for no reason. Trying to find something that's not there, looking for trouble. That's kind of the gist of this modismo. And again, the 5 feet makes a lot more sense because a cat has 4 and you're looking for that 5th foot that you're never gonna find. Trying to find 3 is kind of like, well, yeah, cats have at least 3 feet, right? But anyway, it's not the point. Different countries say it in different ways. I've heard buscarle 3 pies al gato in Mexico. I think in Chile they say buscarle 5 patas al gato. So it's something about finding legs on a cat. And as you guys can see, cats are pretty popular in Spanish modismos. So say someone's assuming something's wrong with no proof. Their friend might say, ¿Para qué le buscas 3 pies al gato? Why are you trying to look for trouble where there is none? Why are you trying to complicate things unnecessarily? Or, ¿para qué le buscas la quinta pata al gato? Same exact thing. Buscarle 3 pies al gato. Or, buscarle la quinta pata al gato. Modismo número 11. To be fingernail and grime. Or some would say to be fingernail and flesh. In Spanish, uña y mugre. Or uña y carne. This basically means to be inseparable, just like your fingernail and the flesh underneath it. Or in the case of a mechanic, the grime underneath it. ¿Dónde está tu hermana? Ustedes son uña y mugre, ¿no? Where's your sister? You guys are pretty much inseparable, right? Uña y mugre. Or uña y carne. I'm personally a bigger fan of uña y mugre, but that's just me. Modismo número 12. The 20 finally fell on me. In Spanish, me cayó el 20. This basically means I finally understood something. A similar idiom in English would be, it dawned on me. Ha estado pasando todo este tiempo y por fin me cayó el 20. It's been happening this whole time and I finally got it. It finally dawned on me. Me cayó el 20. Modismo número 13. His rock spins or his rock rotates. In Spanish, le gira la piedra. This means that someone is smart. I think of the rock as their brain and it's actually like in there whirling around, making calculations, if you will. Someone I respect and admire once said this to me and I was extremely flattered. Oye, si te gira la piedra, eh? You know, the pistons are actually firing up in there. If you're talking to someone directly, te gira la piedra. Or about someone, le gira la piedra. Modismo número 14. That not even what? In Spanish, eso que ni qué. This means absolutely, for sure, without a doubt. ¿La vas a invitar a la boda? Eso que ni qué. Are you gonna invite her to the wedding? Duh, yes. Eso que ni qué. I love this one. Isn't it fun? Psst, eso que ni qué. Modismo número 15. To put in the foot. In Spanish, meter la pata. This means to make a mess of things. Very similar to the English idiom, to put your foot in your mouth. And it also usually has to do with saying a bit too much to the wrong people. Todo iba bien hasta que Pepe metió la pata. Everything was going great until Pepe made a mess of things. Meter la pata. Modismo número 16. To take someone's hair. Tomar el pelo. This is to mess with someone jokingly, very similar to an idiom that we have in English, pulling someone's leg. Fíjate que me acabo de ganar la lotería. Ya soy millonario. Ah, me estás tomando el pelo. Guess what? I just won the lottery and I'm now a millionaire. You're pulling my leg. I'd say it's almost exactly the same as pulling someone's leg. Tomarle el pelo a alguien. Me estás tomando el pelo. Modismo número 17. To throw the house out the window. In Spanish, tirar la casa por la ventana. This is when you just go all out, no holds barred, or whatever that saying is. Going crazy, like planning a quinceañera, you could definitely say, vamos a tirar la casa por la ventana, no se lo pueden perder. We are going to go all out, you guys cannot miss this. I remember as a little kid trying to understand how you could throw a house out of a window if the window belongs to the house, and it's kind of just very circular, right? But anyway, let's not think about the logistics. Tirar la casa por la ventana. Modismo número 18. To speak without hairs on the tongue. In Spanish, hablar sin pelos en la lengua. This is to tell the truth and not hold back, not worry about how it's going to be received, be completely and brutally honest. Pues mira, yo le hablé sin pelos en la lengua, porque no tengo nada que esconder. Look, I was brutally honest with him because I have nothing to hide. Hablar sin pelos en la lengua. Modismo número 19. To let go of the soup. Or to drop the soup, I guess you could say. Is this ringing any bells? In Spanish, soltar la sopa. And as you may have guessed, this means to spill the beans or spill the tea. To share a secret, to reveal something, to update someone on some gossip. A ver, suelta la sopa. ¿Qué pasó? Okay, spill the tea. Tell me what happened. I'd say this is almost an exact adaptation of both of those idioms, spill the beans and spill the tea. Soltar la sopa. Modismo número 20. To give someone the airplane. Darle el avión a alguien. He gave me the airplane. Me dio el avión. This is to ignore or disregard something that someone's saying, to act like you didn't hear, or maybe to pretend like you care or agree when you don't. Me estuvo hablando por 45 minutos. Yo solo le di el avión. She was talking to me for like 45 minutes. Why did I say she instead of he? Excuse me, it could also be he. He was talking to me for 45 minutes. I just gave him the airplane. I was like, sure, yeah, whatever. I love that el avión. It's really hard to explain what it means, but it's like, yeah, sure, Just agree with them because you know it's the only way to deal with them, you know? Amor, ¿sí me quieres? Ay, me estás dando el avión. Baby, do you love me? You're just saying that. You're just agreeing so I'll shut up. You're ignoring me. Guys, that's the end of our class, if you can believe it, and I promise not to darles el avión if you guys write a comment below and tell me which one of these modismos you enjoyed learning about the most, or which one surprised you the most. Which one were you able to guess? I always love hearing your feedback. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this class. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you hopefully very soon. Bye, guys!